Section 3. Carrying out private hire journeys. This section covers the basic requirements for drivers when carrying out private hire bookings. Private hire services are an important part of London's transport network for both residents and people who visit London. There's 8 topics in this section. 1. Bookings. 2. Operating centres in late-night venues. 3. Airports. 4. Journeys outside Greater London. 5. Fares. 6. Lost property. 7. Suspicious items and behaviour. 8. When a booking cannot be carried out. Before we continue with this lesson, we would like to invite you to download our SERU Prep app for both Android and iOS. Topic 1. Bookings. Once you have your private hire driver's licence and then get your licensed private hire vehicle that you either purchased yourself, rented or was provided by your operator, you need to start working. To start getting bookings, you must register with an operator. The operator must be a licensed London PHV operator. You can only carry out bookings that you received from a licensed London PHV operator. There are many well-known licensed London PHV operators in London. But, if you are ever in doubt, you can ask the operator for their operator licence number and check the details using the online licence checker tool. TfL's website has a licence checker tool which contains the details of all licensed private hire drivers, vehicle and operators. This is a public register, which you and anyone can access. Remember, you should never accept a booking from an unlicensed operator. Your private hire vehicle is not a taxi. In London, taxis are black cabs. There are different rules for private hire compared to London taxis. Here are important differences. A private hire driver cannot pick up people on the street or at a station or airport unless they have booked you through a licensed operator. This includes the street outside your operator's office. You must not allow any passengers to enter your vehicle before you have received the booking from your operator. You must not give any signal, sign or say anything to a member of the public that suggests that you are available for hire without a booking. You cannot encourage any member of the public to approach you or your PHV if they don't have a valid booking. You can hand out business cards with a number or website of the operator you work with. Booking details. Here are important requirements that you should be aware of as a private hire driver when it comes to booking details. When it comes to bookings, it is the operator's responsibility to record the details. However, if there are changes to the booking while you are completing it, you must update the operator so they can update their records. Operators must record the following information: the date the booking is made, and if different, the date of the journey, the name of the person the booking is for, the agreed time and place for picking up passengers. If more than one pickup locations, then the agreed time and place for picking up the first passenger. The main destination, the agreed fare or estimated fare, the name or other identification of the driver carrying out the booking, the registration number or other identification of the vehicle that will carry out the booking. Topic 2. Operating centres in late-night venues. Some operators have the licence to operate from late-night venues, for example, clubs and pubs. Such type of operators are allowed to take bookings from inside the venue only, not outside. If you are a driver working for one of these operators, you must remember the following. You can only take a fare if the passenger is booked through a licensed London operator. You must not approach people on the pavement or outside the late-night venues. If you do approach the public outside late-night venues to offer private hire services, you are committing an offence. If you break the rules, you may be prosecuted. If you are approached by a person looking for a private hire car, you must tell them to contact a licensed private hire operator. As a private hire driver, you are responsible for parking your vehicle, the noise it makes, and for your own behavior. When parked up waiting for a booking or passenger, you should consider the effects to the environment around the operating center and how noise, traffic, and/or customer movement may affect the people living in that area. Here's a list of things private hire drivers should not do. Behave in an antisocial manner. Leave litter in the street or road. Go to the toilet in a public place. Leave the engine running. These points are important, and if you do not follow them, you risk getting a complaint. If you get a complaint made about you to TfL or the police, they will investigate, and depending on the type of complaint, they may take licensing action or prosecute you. Topic 3. Airports. It is important that you are aware that airports are classed as private property and make their own rules, which are called bylaws. For private hire vehicles and taxis, airports such as Heathrow have a set of bylaws that you must be aware of. You can usually find the full bylaws document on the airport's website. Here are some of the important ones you should be aware of. You cannot enter Heathrow Airport to pick up passengers unless you have a booking from your operator. You can park in an official car park or PHV authorized vehicle area, AVAs, of the airport to wait for bookings. When picking up passengers, you must always park in an official car park. You cannot wait in local car parks or residential streets. Taxi ranks in Heathrow and City Airport are for black cabs. Private hire vehicles cannot pick up, drop off, or wait in these areas. Topic 4. Journeys outside Greater London. As a London licensed private hire driver, in a licensed vehicle from London, you are allowed to take private hire bookings from a licensed London PHV operator. On the occasion where the pickup location or drop-off location for the booking is outside Greater London, you are allowed to still take the booking, as long as it has been accepted by a licensed London PHV operator. If you're ever in doubt whether the journey is legal or not, the best thing to do is ask your operator. Topic 5. Fares. When it comes to fares charged for private hire journeys, TfL does not have the power to set or control the amount charged by a PHV operator. A licensed London PHV operator is responsible for the fares they set and agree with the passenger. It's important that an accurate estimate is given to a passenger before the journey starts and that the passenger understands the information. While completing a journey, if the passenger decided to change their destination or asked you to pick up extra passengers or has extra luggage, you should inform your operator as soon as it is safe to do so. Your operator will then be able to update the fare or estimated fare. If a passenger disagrees with the fare or refuses to pay, you should check with your operator on what to do. Your operator should also advise you on arrangements for giving out receipts. Topic 6. Lost property. It's not uncommon for passengers to lose items in your vehicle. To reduce this issue, TfL advises drivers to remind passengers to make sure they have not left anything behind at the end of a journey. Drivers should also check their vehicle for lost property after every journey. This includes checking the boot if the passenger had luggage put there. If you do find lost property in your vehicle, here's what you need to do. Let your operator know as soon as you find anything, as the passenger may have contacted them already. Take it back to your operator. They will keep the property and make a record of it. By law, PHV operators must keep a record of any items of lost property they hold. Topic 7. Suspicious items and behavior. It is a sad reality that terrorist attacks can happen at any time and in any place without warning. As a private hire driver in London, you must stay alert. If items are left in your vehicle by a passenger and you are suspicious of the unattended item, then you should call the police immediately on 999 and follow their instructions. Drivers should be aware of what is going on around them, and if you feel anything feels different or unusual, or just doesn't feel right, or someone is acting suspiciously, even if the person is someone you know, a passenger, or anything you notice when you're driving that doesn't feel quite right, you can report your concerns about suspicious activity to the confidential police anti-terrorist hotline on 0800 78 9321. Sometimes this may feel a little unsure, or you feel you'll get someone in trouble, or you're wasting police time. Don't worry. The police will decide if the information you give is important, and they will treat it as private and confidential. Topic 8. When a booking cannot be carried out. On this topic, we cover what to do if a booking that's already been made cannot be carried out for whatever reason. Firstly, you must understand that when an operator has accepted a booking and you have accepted the job, you should carry out the booking unless you have a very good reason not to. Understandably, there are situations where you do not feel able or safe enough to take passengers. For example, if the passengers are carrying open bottles or cans of alcohol, or dangerous or inflammable items, or it could be that a passenger is acting in a violent or offensive way. If you need to refuse such a booking, remember to be polite and explain why to a passenger. This will most often avoid any complaints from the passenger. It is also good practice to inform your operator and give them full reasons on why you did not carry out the booking, because the operator accepted the booking, and therefore they are also responsible to either arrange another driver or to make it clear to the passenger on why the booking was cancelled. You must not refuse to take passengers because they are disabled or they are travelling with assistance dogs.